everybody, this is your guided reading for the 21st of June to the 4th of July. So I've already chosen the cards for you. You just need to now choose the crystal that you are drawn to. So if you're drawn to the clear quartz, go for the clear quartz reading. If you're drawn to the blue agate, then that will be your reading. Or if you are drawn to the rose quartz, then that one will be your reading. And as usual, I will put the timestamp into the post so you can go directly to the crystal that you chose. Enjoy. So this is the reading for those of you that chose the rose quartz. Okay, so anybody that chose the rose quartz, this is your reading. Let's see what cards we've got here for you. What am I going to start with? Okay, I'm going to start with those ones. Okay. Okay, so these are you can see those. Okay, so let's see what we're going to say for those who chose the rose quartz. So these three cards are giving me the feeling that there is some disruption going on in your life at the moment. So it's these two in particular that are telling me that. So this is giving me the feeling that there is some conflict, and it's more inner conflict than outer. So it's more conflict with yourself. I'm getting the feeling as if you feel as if you haven't got the whole story of a situation, as that somebody is covering your eyes. Now I'm saying that's how you feel, but that's not actually how I feel the situation is going, because the card is upside down. If it was the other way around, I would be quite concerned for you, feeling that there's some inner conflicts inside, some disagreements going on with yourself, not knowing which direction you're wanting to go in to a degree. But I do actually feel as if this is a little bit of self-sabotage. If it had been the other way around, I would have been, like I say, a little bit more worried, a little bit more wary, because that means that you haven't got the whole picture, you can't see everything. This feels as if it's more you're a little bit frightened of the unknown, and so you're trying to put some doubts and seeds of doubt into your mind, as if you should you or shouldn't you. Well, before I even pull any more cards through, because you've got the bow and arrow next to it, and that is hitting the mark, going with it, going for it, setting your intention, aim and you will get. So it is like I say, these three cards are giving me the feeling as if you need to stop your doubt, stop your worrying. Most of it is self-sabotaging. Actually, it's not actually happening, and that you just need to stay in control of the situation and decide exactly what you do want. Okay, let's see what these three, I'll go over these three next, see what these ones say to follow through with that. So are these going to all be upside down? So that's how I've done it. So this is saying, or these three cards are saying, again, go with it. You have to, this could be a business venture that we're talking about here, because we've got the words business venture. So this could be a business venture for some people. Other people, it will be just not knowing which direction you're wanting to go in. because it does feel as if it's all up in the air a little bit. And you're just being reminded to be yourself and to trust your instincts and not listen to your self-sabotaging side. We all have an ego, and we all have our angels, and these cards are saying we need to be listening to the angels rather than the ego, because they will make sure that we stay on the right path here. Okay, so it is saying that everything that you have been working towards, aiming for, is going to be starting to come in. We are going to start getting some payback here, and see some rewards. So this is all starting to come in. So you're going to start seeing some rewards. If it is to do with the business, just go through every single step and just trust your judgment, because these cards are all saying that it's all go, all systems go, if you could just remove some of your doubts, some of the things that you think you're not seeing correctly. Look at them again. Just look at them again, and I feel the doubts that you have, the inner conflicts that you have, will start to make more sense. Okay, so I'm just going to look at these ones, and this is what else we've got. We've got two upside down and one the right way round. Can we still see all those? Yeah, we can. Okay, so I feel like I'm going to be repeating myself again with these same three cards. It seems like there's a whole pattern that's going. So you must be going round and round and round and round in circles within your mind, because it keeps going. I keep wanting to repeat myself. So there is conflict going on. That's inner conflict with yourself, thinking, shall I, shan't I, shall I, shan't I. This is making me think it's a business venture, because you've got your business card there, but it can work in different areas as well. So some people it will work for business, some people I feel as if it's going to be working on relationships. Okay, you've got to remember what you're wanting and where you're wanting to go. Look at the bigger picture and decide where it is that you're aiming for, because I feel as if sometimes you lose concentration on what it is that you're wanting for the bigger picture. Keep looking and keep deciding. Everybody and everything needs training. Okay, so nothing's perfect. Doesn't matter if it's relationships, if it's career, if it's family, if it's health, if it's wealth. Nothing is perfect. Everything needs training in some way and in some form. And you've got to put that energy into it. I feel as if you have lost your way slightly and you can't decide what it is you do want and what it is you don't want. So you have to put your energy back into it. That is really important. I feel like you've been very tired and can't be bothered recently. Or you're, like I say, it's these seeds of doubt that just keep putting too much energy into it. It needs to be forgotten, because these feel really, really good cards. You do have to look at your intuition more, because your enlightenment card's upside down. So I do feel as if you've missed some what's the word I want to look for? Missed some idea, or missed some spark of some sort that you. So that's why I feel as if you need to go back and look at to what it was that you first wanted and first set out with this situation, and go back to the beginning, go back to basics, and go through it all again. And then you will find the energy and find the peace that of from what is missing here with these inner conflicts, that you will get that all tied up. It just feels as if there's some loose ends that need looking at before you can carry on moving forward. Otherwise, you're going to be going around in that circle for a long time, and I don't want you to do it, because you're wasting too much energy on that circle. Okay, so if you can go back a few steps and look at that again, it will all start making more sense. Okay, right. So be bold and make the first move. Don't let your past hold you back, and take time to breathe out. So when you get past some of these areas that could cause problems, that could put a spanner in the works, you will then be able to move forward. And this is where we're going to be going to move forward. So we need to take time to breathe and take time to relax now, because whatever this situation is, it feels, once you go back and remove those self-doubts, it is going to be full steam ahead. You're not going to have a moment's peace to yourself. I'm just going to move those forward a bit more so you can see the cards here. Because this card here says don't let the past hold you back, and it's not so much that it's the past holding you back, it is your self-doubts that's holding you back, your inner conflicts of not feeling as if you know everything about the situation, that you don't feel like you're an expert in this. You don't need to be an expert, you just need to know more than somebody else. Okay, because if you just know that little bit more than somebody else, then you can help the situation, whatever it is that you're in. If you can be the teacher, you can help. I hope this is making sense. But you need to be making this first move. This is really important, because I just had to move this out of the way and make it visible to see completely. So you need to make the first move in whichever this situation is about, because if you're not making the first move, then this is where that roundabout is going to carry on going round and round and round in a circle until you actually decide what it is and where it is you're going. And you've got to be able to remove that inner conflict to be able to make that first move. So that's what's holding you back. It's not so much your past, it's that feeling of not being an expert or not knowing the full story. You don't need to know a full story. You don't need to know everything there is about a situation to be able to bring it forward and move from it and learn from it yourself. But if you can do all of this, then it is going to be a whirlwind next month. Okay, because this, of course, this is going into next month. So we're going from the 21st of June into next month, about the 4th of July. Okay, so if you can clear some of these areas out, you're going to notice by the beginning of July that everything's going to start going full pelt if you can start doing some of these things that these cards are asking you to do. So very exciting time coming in for you, very busy. Just remember that you've got to be yourself. You don't need to be anybody else. You don't need to be an expert in every single thing that you know or teach or guide or relationships. All you need to be is you. That's all you need to be is you. And then some of these thoughts, some of this hard work that you've been that's wrong. The hard work that you've been putting out will get paid off. You'll start feeling the benefits of it. These are good. There's, like I say, there's just that little bit of inner chitter chatter that is your self-sabotage, that is getting in the way. So you need to just push that to one side. Just remember what it is you're aiming for and just go for it. Okay, because if you can do that, then you are gonna, like I say, it's going to be a whirlwind over the next couple of weeks into July. Okay, let's see what the overall card says for you. My capacity to tune into the energy of love gives me the words I need when I'm ready to speak up, the compassion I need when it's time to forgive, and the power I need when I am lost. There you go. You've got all the power you need to take you from that circle to where you need to be. I hope that made sense. This is for those who chose the blue lace agate. anybody that chose the blue lace agate, this is your reading. Okay, which ones am I going to start with again this time then? I'm going to go with the same ones. I'm going to go with these ones again. I think I went for these ones first anyway. Right, okay, so it was that way actually. I turned them around, so let's put them out the right way. Okay, so my first thought as soon as I started looking at these was that there is a situation that you need to let go of. There's a natural movement, there's a natural progression here. It doesn't feel as if it's something that you're going to be aware of at this moment in time, but it's a situation that is going to naturally move away and move out of your life. You have everything that you need from this situation, and this doesn't serve you anymore. So it's something that's going to be just gently released. There's not going to be any, well, these three cards are telling me there's not going to be any major issues from this releasement. It is just a situation that isn't serving you anymore, and it should start to be moving out of your energy and out of your aura. So let's just see what this is going to be about. I'm going to move those cards slightly so I can put these out. Okay, so the situation is going to be to do with your home life and a home situation. So there's an area within the home that is not serving you anymore, and that you need to have a spring clean. So it could just be that you have, it could be relationships, or it could be just that you've got too much clutter and you need to declutterize, or you need to get more organized. But you just need to look at your situation within the home and think, what do I not no longer need? What do I no longer serves me best? Because this is the feeling here. You need to be more assertive within the home, especially, and you need to be more decisive. I feel as if it's everything feels stagnant. Everything absolutely feels really stagnant, and I'm feeling bored. So some things need to be changed, but you need to look. I just have to look to remind me what this one is. I don't know why, because I know it's a spirit communication card. I know these cards off the back of my hand. So you need to be more aware of spirit's communication to be able to guide and protect you while this situation is going on. So like I say, it's not a major situation. It doesn't feel as if it is something like a breakup or anything like that. It's just giving me the feeling that there has got to be, within your home life, there's got to be changes, and you've got to let go of areas that no longer serve you well. So there's areas within your home life that needs to be changed, and you will understand what I'm talking about as I'm saying this. But you do need to be more assertive, decide what it is and go for it. There's definitely a declutter going on there. Part of it is acceptance, and the things that are going to get in your way is accepting these changes, because I do feel as if some of this is going to be coming out of your comfort zone, because we have the anxiety card as I'm talking about this, and we have the control card. So they're the three elements that are going to be getting in your way for you to be able to move forward within this home and feel more content within your home life. So we need to allow some of the control to be passed on to others. So you need to ask for more help. This is telling me you need to ask for help, and we need to accept that some of this needs to be addressed, which is then going to cause the anxiety. Okay, but this, like I say, this isn't big decisions. This is just tweaking things within your home life that you're not happy with, but I feel as if that you've got to confront somebody with this, and that's not what you like to do. That is what the anxiety feels as if it's connected to, if I'm honest. So it could be things like you want to decorate, but you know that there's going to be arguments because you want to do it and somebody else doesn't want to do it. It could just be things like that. It could be that you want to move the room around, but you need help to do it. You can't do it on your own. It is just getting your space and your situation into a more content, more peaceful environment. Okay, so if you can overlook those or overcome those fears of confrontation, this is what will happen. You'll get more love into the situation. It will bring balance, but your communication will be tested. So this one, it will bring more love into the situation, but only once it's happened. Does that make sense? Once you have expressed your areas that you don't like within the home life, and it's not, I keep saying, this is not big things. This is just everyday life, but it's the thought of the confrontation, because you can't do it all on your own, and the confrontation of having to ask for help. You don't like asking for help, but you need help within this situation, because if you're moving things around, that's big stuff, or you're decorating, you can't do this on your own. You need to ask for help. But I feel as if you're getting things ready for exciting times ahead, and you want it all done like yesterday. So there's going to have to be some give and take on this. So that's, the anxiety doesn't need to be there, because as soon as you realise that, yeah, you're going to ask for all of these things, but you're not going to ask for it yesterday, you have to remember how to ask for things. Okay, if you say, I want it done like tomorrow, you probably are going to come across problems, because one, you might not be able to get somebody in to do it as quick as that, or your partner might not want to do it. But if you can say, I would really like these things done within the next 2 weeks, when do you think we could do it? You may get a better answer. You may not, but you've got a bit of a more chance. Okay. Okay, and the last card we got here. I witness the darkness and call on the light with my prayer. Thank you, universe, for guiding me to perceive the fears through the eyes of the teacher of love. So, yes, it's scary to ask for things. Yes, it's not nice to have to confront somebody if something is bothering you. But the communication needs to be put into place by both sides. If only one's talking and the other one is, nothing's going to happen. So you both need to be able to communicate to get this new settled feeling that is coming in for you. So yes, there's going to be a bit of a testing time, but once you've got past that, I feel so settled, it's unbelievable. So like I say, this is not big things, it's just everyday life and everyday problems, but they're starting to get you down a little bit. So you need to just express how you're feeling and see how you can move forward and get some of these jobs or movement around the house done, so that you can move forward and feel way more settled and have much more of a closer relationship at the same time. I hope you understood that. Thank you. So this is the reading for those of you that chose the clear quartz crystal. Okay, I'm going to go, I think I'm doing them in the same order each time, but I might not be. I can't remember. Right. Oh, compromise card. Patience card. Uh-oh. The compromise card upside down. And the power card upside down. Okay. So you're feeling like you're compromising and you're being patient over a situation, but you don't like it because you don't feel as if you've got the power or in control of the situation. Somebody else, it's like you're waiting for somebody else to make a decision and you're having to sit back and wait and see what happens, and you don't like that. It feels like you think you're being patient, and you are to a degree, but you're not as well, because you've got the two. It's like you're contradicting each other. So I'm feeling as if that you could be feeling really frustrated at the moment, because it's just like you're waiting for somebody else to make a choice or a decision that will could change your life. It could change your life, whatever this other person chooses. Okay, I'm going to look at these and see if this is going to enlighten me at all. If these are all upside, yeah, they're all upside down, so let's me put them that way. So even though you feel as if somebody else is making the choice, you still have your power. You've still got this. Okay, so it's not all in somebody else's hands. You've got to decide what you want as well, rather than just waiting. Now, this is relationships, because we've got the marriage card here, so it's all to do with relationships. You're being reminded to be patient, because you've got the easy does it card. So just back off a little bit. Be patient. Let them make the choice of what they want, rather than you trying to make the choices for them. Okay, so these feel good cards, but they do feel as if you're as frustrated as hell as about somebody, and you're just like, you want to shake them by the shoulders and say, oh, for goodness sake, please, will you just make your mind up? Will you just decide what it is you want? Because it feels as if this has been going on for some time, as if you're having to watch what you're saying around somebody, be careful of your wording as such, that you don't do I want to say scare them off? I'm not sure if I want to say scare them off, but it's like the feeling of, if I say it like that, they might understand and they might take it the wrong way. It's more that kind of feeling, okay? But there is definitely a relationship here worth pursuing, worth sorting out, worth, I don't know if I want to say worth fighting for, because there isn't a fight involved. It's more shall I, shan't I? But yes, you should. You should stay patient with the person that you feel is holding all the power and making all the choices. They're not. It is making it together. It's just they're not making it as fast as you want them to make it. Okay, so you just need to carry on being patient and taking baby steps, not going too fast. So the cards that could cause a problem are being overwhelmed, feeling of unsafe, and a feeling of comfort. Okay, so you've got overwhelmed, unsafe, and comfort. Okay, so for their point of view, I feel as if they are quite happy with the situation that they're in. They can feel overwhelmed at times, and that it's their feeling of being pressured makes them not unsafe as such, but more overwhelmed. It's a feeling of being more overwhelmed. So I don't feel as if you're pressurising them into make a decision in one way, but in another way, you just want to know where you stand. It's not that you want to be asked, will you marry me as such? It's just that you want to know that you are in this relationship together and you're both on the same path and that you're both wanting the same things. And that's what you're wanting. I feel as if you're just needing reassurance that you're both on the same page. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Are you both on the same page? Adjustments are required. We've already discussed this. We know adjustments are required. You need to be more patient. You need to be a little bit more laid back. And the more laid back you can be in this situation without trying to push it forward, because I do feel they're so laid back, the more likely you're going to get the results that you want. You're going to get the okay, I'm going to rephrase that anyway. You're going to get the results that you want, but it would be nicer to get the results you want without them feeling pressured into getting those results. So don't let pride get in your way by thinking you should be further along this path or should be more committed into this relationship by now. That doesn't matter. Every relationship is different, and every relationship should go at its own speed. You can't see these cards. I'm going to move them up. Okay, you can see them now. Every relationship should go at its own speed, and once you allow that to happen, this will happen. So it says the end of a tough cycle approaches. Now it's been upside down, so it's already happening, that this cycle is already coming to an end. But don't let pride get in your way of carrying forward with it, just because the adjustments need to happen. And the adjustments need to happen for both of you, not just one of you. Okay, so these are good cards. They're just reminding you that you need to be patient and take baby steps to get to the end result that you want. And if you can do that, then they won't feel overwhelmed and they won't feel unsafe, and they will stay feeling that they're comfort and that they're going in the right direction. Okay. So you need to keep going with it, but just compromise, communicate, and slow the journey down for both of you. It's going a little bit too fast for them, not you. So you need to slow it down. Just take one step at a time. Make sure they're happy with that one, and then you can go to the next one. Baby steps. Okay. The presence of love will always cast out fear. So the love is there. Stop panicking. Stop thinking, what am I doing wrong? You're not doing anything wrong. You're doing everything right. You're probably just going a little bit too fast and a little bit too full on, possibly, for them. Okay. So just remember the card. The presence of love will always cast out fear. Keep going. Thank you. Hope it makes sense.